Which is all to say that there are these inflection points in Shane Battier's life when he has had to decide whether it is time for him to take the microphone or not. And this can be a difficult political exercise for somebody who loves karaoke as much as Shane Battier does, as we need to explain in a bit. But this takes us to a moment, for now, on the court when the human yellow light wasn't actually trying to slow down a superstar. Because it was June 2012, and Shane was playing for the Miami Heat, and the Miami Heat, for those not familiar, fetishize culture more than any other team in sports, as our own Ryan Cortez will gladly tell you. And it's to the point where the Heat would go on to later hire Shane as an executive. But on this June evening in 2012, what Shane Battier was mostly trying to do was just not get in the way of one of his fellow starters. The issue, however, was that LeBron James, one of the best scorers ever, obviously, who was now being given the greenest possible light, had won 0 titles at this point. Speaking of measurables, LeBron had joined Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami, only to be humiliated by Dallas in the finals the year before this. And so here the Heat were, in 2012, overhyped and trailing in one of the most tense Eastern Conference finals in memory, and they were about to be eliminated by their most hated rival.
Welcome to Boston on a sold-out TD Garden. It's Game 6 of the Eastern.
They're saying, look, there's no way the Heat are going to win this game.
Boston with a 3-2 edge and a chance to move on. Wade double-teamed as he has seen all series long.
David slaying Goliath.
Yes. We know if we lose Game 6, this is like maybe the most failed experiment, the most
Absolutely.
highly publicized failed experiment, and there's blood on everybody's hands.
Yeah, and by the way, there's just salivating from everybody who talks about sports. You guys are villains. You guys are Goliath. Again, that's the other key part of this, is that it's what does Goliath do to save his own ass?
They drove the hearse to TD Bank Arena that night. But like before that game, there wasn't like a huge rah-rah speech. It was just like, look, we just got to be ourselves. We've been through the fire. And there was a trust.
What was LeBron like? Because this is now, in terms of his character study.
The LeBron game.
Yes, and also like
An
hadn't done
inflection.
it. Exactly.
An inflection.
Exactly.
That was the inflection point for his entire Hall of Fame career.
The story of his life is so different if that game goes differently.
Different. No one realizes that. And so, like, of anybody, LeBron knows, like, he has the most at stake.
Yes.
The most.
Yes.
The most. And so, like, he was very calm that day. He didn't say...
He didn't puke into a towel?
No. But, like, let me tell you what. When that motherfucker has that look, man, let's go. It's like when Adam turns into He-Man. There's almost like an aura around him. We're just like, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable.
Turns, little jump hook won't go. James comes flying in and throws it down. He's got 27 first half points.
I remember watching this game. And imagining what must it be like to be around him in this moment.
You didn't talk about it. You didn't look at him. You're just like, I don't want to jinx it.
Here at the TD Garden.
30 in the first half. These are all second half. The 1-foot step back and then the little floater as he posts up Rondo at the elbow. And then the 17-foot catch, that jab step, jump shot game.
And so we win the game. And
you win big.
We win big.
By the way, like curb stomping suffocation big.
Yep.
Because the final score is 98-79.
Yep.
LeBron, for the record, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember his stat line? Because
45.
45 minutes, 45 points, 19 of 26.
Yeah.
19 of 26.
Ridiculous.
Also, by the way, 15 rebounds, throwing 5 assists, casually.
I mean, that was the greatest game I've ever seen anybody play.
It's a hard argument to beat.
It was given the stakes, given the gravity of the situation, given like the historical implications. Historical.
We're going to be arguing Jordan versus LeBron forever. And this game is the reason why it's plausible.
I'm always going with LeBron for a simple reason.
Is it because you scored 8 points that game?
LeBron did something twice that Jordan, I don't think, could have done once. He won 2 NBA titles with Shane Battier as a starting power forward. No way, Jordan. No way Jordan could have done that. As great as Jordan was, LeBron dragged me across the finish line.
Right. The albatross had never been so heavy.
And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.